Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today I have my project for a swap I'm involved in, and this is for Leave It to Lisa's Crafts here on YouTube and Instagram. And she hosted a swap which was called My Favorite Things Group Swap. And this is the second year she's done it, and first year I've participated in the swap. So in the swap, one of the main things that I really loved about it, it's about you. Main things you had to do is you wanted to use one of your favorite paper collections, or the favorite, which for me that's almost, is so many that I love. But I guess if I could just narrow it down, and I can't, no, I'm not gonna even say that. But for this swap, this was my favorite collection, and I thought about it. I was gonna go a different direction, but then I thought about it. What really is me? And when I look at this, this is it. So this is Violet Leaf Stack, and this paper was created by DCWV, Die Cuts with a View, and this is an older collection. This is actually 2012. And I remember when I purchased it, it was dated. It was older. This is one of the first things I purchased, maybe in the first months or so when I first started paper crafting, because I just really love the colors. I love jewel tones, love purple, of course, and the gold. Only thing is missing is black and white. So, and you can see the varied, I love that it has so many different colors, and believe it or not, they all work together. Lavender, there's a light green, a medium, kind of darker green. You got teal, turquoise, mint, and gold. Beautiful paper. This is one of the sheets here. Beautiful, beautiful paper. So I use this. And I still have a lot left. I actually picked this up from Tuesday morning, a little time after that. Maybe a few years after that. But I still have a lot left. But I'm glad I was able to use it for this project. Some of the things that I use, let me just show you what I use for it. So I used this Versatonics. This is the luxury clutch bag from the Precious Petal die set. They had I think it was a set of 4 bags, but this is the one of the ones I have. And this makes the cutest little bag. So I used that. Use this tiny die, and this one is called the Peony Bloom handbag. And you can say it makes a nice size bag, and I use that as well. Love that I got to be able to use some of my tonic dies. Excited about that. Use this KS Craft lady wallet. This makes a wallet. Use this KS Craft big handbag, and I use this slimline box die. I use this lunch box die here, and what else did I use? Oh, and then I used some other bows that I use for my projects and other dies. So I used this KS Craft Happy Meals die set, and it has words like Snail Mail, Happy Mail, Pen Pal, Open Me. So I use that, and I use some bows. These bows, and then I used this one, and I think I used the smaller of these two. This bow is one of my favorites, this Magnolia Doohickeys bow. I use that as well. And then I use this bow topper. I was going to use it as a bow topper, but I just end up using the bow as I cut off the topper part. So let me show you what I made and the requirements. The requirements were, we had to use 4 of our favorite dies and create projects using our 4 favorite dies. So as you can see, I love handbags. I love 3D boxes, bags, purses, all the things. So that is my main focus of my projects. So this is the first one I created. And this is the tiny die. And you can see how it's so cute. You can see all these pieces are dies. This is a brad I used here to just connect that together. But this opens just like this. And inside, because one of the other crafting requirements were we were to create 3 crafter's choice. So I decided to make bows. So this is one of the bows I created. And I just cut 2 layers and added the gem piece. And I just got that in here. And it just slides like so. Got gems here and gems up top here. And as you can see, that paper is beautiful. I love, especially with the black, it really looks good. The next bag I created was this cute. This is the little wallet, and I turned it into like a little clutch, little handbag. This bow, Sparkling Ghoul on IG, she used to create these, but I've had these some years. And so I use that, and this one it closes with Velcro. I have one of the bows, and that's the Magnolia bow I have in there, and I just put a flower, put some trim, layered some trim in the middle. And so that goes in there like that. And this is that big handbag die, and you can see I have one of the flowers here. This is from Monica, Scrapping for My Boys. She sells those, and then I have like a crochet flower in the back. I have some gem pieces I put on all 4 sides to look like rivets. Then I have some here, and this is magnetic. It opens like here, and then inside is one of the other requirements. We were to gift items that 2 decorative items that we enjoy using. So one of mine is blings. I gifted my partner clear dewdrops, and then I made a sequin mix because that's one of the other things I really like to create, a shaker. I love making shakers. So I just put some of that trim here, and that'll just fit in that pocket there, and it closes like this. Bag is this one, and this is the cute little lunch box. This is so cute, and I altered it a little bit. I added these buckles, and this is just a Dollar Tree from stickers, gold words I used to have some years ago. Still had those in my stash. Added the flowers. Here's some of those gemstones. These little bows here are actually a bow punch, a Fiskars bow punch. I don't have it here, but it's one I had in my stash. And then I added some jump rings here for the handle. Added some gem pieces there. That's the back. And it opened. It's magnetized as well. And here's another one of those bows I created. And this one is, this is one of the KS Craft bows. This is actually 2 layers. I cut twice and then put it together. The lattice layer, and then you can see the pretty teal paper in the background. So that'll go here. And then here's some of the other bows that I made as well. You can see that. And I just added a flower center there. And here are some of those little tiny bows. And then here's this bow. And I just put a flower center. I really enjoy this swap because I got to use a lot of my things. And that always makes me happy when I get to use things I have and use them in other ways. So I was happy about that. So one of the other things we had to do was gift a sweet treat. And this sweet treats, I think it's one of these handbag dies these words are in. So this is the slimline box die. And it creates this layer as well. And this is part of the paper as well. And I just made a closure here with some ribbon. And we were to gift our favorite sweet treat. I put 2 in here. One is a oldie and one is a new. The oldie is the chocolate, the Hershey's chocolate. Love it, love it, love it. One of my new favorites now is Sour Patch Kids candy. So I got a box of those in here too. So that's for my swap partner. And then the last, well, 2 other things. We had to gift our partners crafty tools that we enjoy, our favorite crafty tools. So that's what I have in this bag, and that's the peony bag. And you can see, oh, these tiny dies cut like butter. This is the beautiful filigree panels you see on the sides. And then it cuts both of these so easily. You can see the decorative pieces here. Then I just cut and put one on the back. It has a closure But I didn't use the closure here. I just left it open so I can put my things inside. And then here's that other bow. And just added some. I love that tool trim. Added that there. And these are just a couple of my favorite crafty tools. And you'll see that once you do the reveal. And one last thing we had to create. And this was Lisa's favorite. This was her only thing that she really wanted. Something of hers. Or something, one of her favorites. And her favorites were notebooks. So I created a notebook with my cinch. This is that bow topper die. And this is a cut apart from the collection. And I binded this together with my cinch. And this is just a shaker pocket. Really cute. And it has all the bits and pieces of the collection. Tried to match the colors. And this is just a gold cover. And the paper, and then that's the back. And then I got my sticker on the back of there. So that's my swap. I really love how it came out. I was so excited to be able to craft and use some of my stuff. I was so excited about that. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you're watching the reveals. I will link her channel because I think I don't know when she'll start the reveals. But by the time this goes up, this will be to her. But I'll link her channel, watch when she starts showing the projects. I can't wait to see what everybody created. But thank you for watching my creations. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.